So today I would like to start with your bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then find a way to create and emulate one. We're going to take it a little bit easy today. I hurt my knee yesterday doing yoga. So important to remind ourselves that we do have to hear our limitations, right? Um, it was very cold in the morning. It was 7:30. I had to teach a class at 7:30 yesterday. It was outdoors. It was very cold, and I didn't warm up correctly. I came into a pose. I twisted my knee a little bit. It happens all the time. I just need to rest for a few days. It will be better. But again, it is important to listen to our bodies, to understand our limitations, and to work not just with our breath, but also with the weather, right? When it's super cold, we need to take time to warm up better. When it's warm, then we do different and certain poses that will fit that type of weather. So it is very important to not just work with our minds and what we think it's better, but with everything else that is involved in our practice. So, as I said, we're going to go ahead and lay down on our bolsters. I'm going to go ahead and place my buttocks on top of my bolster and slowly going to release vertebra by vertebra on the bolster. Now, I want my shoulder blades on the floor with my head as well. Okay. And I just want my upper back. So if I can lift my spine off the bolster and move my bolster closer to my head to just really feel how the chest opens wide here. While I keep relaxing those shoulder blades and back of the head on the floor, then go ahead and do whatever you need to do in order to come into this position. Nice. Take a few breaths here. Go ahead and arrive to your practice, to the pose, to your mat. Go ahead and notice the sensations that arise in the physical body and also the mental body. Sometimes the mental body is not aligned completely with the physical body, and then that's where you can find that you're not comfortable 100% on the pose. So try to understand why the mind or the physical body isn't 100% comfortable and try to find mediation between them. And then decide if you want to maintain your feet flat on the mat or if it feels even more comfortable to extend the legs all the way forward. Relax your ankles, let the feet find their way to the floor. Close your eyes, everyone, and notice how those ribs, those floating ribs, lift up your waist. Like if you were stretching the skin of your belly. Also notice where the weight of your body, physical body is. Is it more on the right side? Are you leaning towards the right? Are you leaning towards the left? Maybe you're not even paying attention to it. Maybe you're not even doing it on purpose. But maybe your dominant side, it's taking control over the pose. Can you try to relax and soothe in each area of your body, starting with your toes, your heels, the top of your feet, your ankles, your shin bones, your calves, thighs, your hamstrings, your glutes, your hips, belly, lower back, a little bit further, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, hands, fingers, little by little, opening up the heart center, connecting to the deepest layers of our being, slowing down, restoring the different bodies, and enjoying stillness. Nice job, everyone. Let's take here 3 to 5 more mindful breaths. Very good. Slowly begin to bend one leg and then the other, placing both feet flat on the mat. And now place the fingers in the back of your head. Lift the head off the mat, elbows in, just around here, your upper back. Send the chin to the chest and give the back of your neck a nice stretch. Keep pushing down to the belly, your inhalation. And just keep relaxing the shoulder blades on your mat. Nice shot. Slowly release the head on the floor. Go ahead, place the left foot on top of your bolster, roll slowly to the right side. Lift yourself up, move the bolster, and lay down again on your back. Cross your shin bones and grab your opposite toes. So with my right hand, I'm grabbing my left toe, with my left hand, I'm grabbing my right toe. And begin to rock yourself. And I want you to not just go back and forth, but try to make a circle here. And try to keep balance. Yes, it can be a little bit tricky. And notice if something pops out. Keep lifting the head. Try to massage your sacrum. Try to massage the whole spine. Try not to touch the floor with the head and keep going. Maybe one more circle here. Could be fun. It could be relaxing. Something different, different perspective. Nice job. A couple more. And if it feels too weird or you don't like it or you can't do it, then just go back and forth like we normally do. Couple more. And come back into neutral position. Knees to chest, everyone. Apanasana. Very good. Grab one of your blocks. I want you to place the block in between your ankles. And I want you to place it vertically, right? So narrow. And send the knees to your chest. We're going to go and twist, but instead of placing the block in between the inner thighs, we're going to place it between the shin bones or ankles. Go ahead and roll to the right side, everyone. And maintain the shoulders on the floor. Send the pit of the belly towards the spine. Send the belly button towards the spine. It's like if you were rounding your lower back. Now, palms facing down, push the floor and lift the knees to the chest again. And now go ahead and roll to the left side without lifting the shoulders off the mat. Keep breathing through the belly. Nice job. Now let's go a little bit faster. Bring the knees back. Go to the right, touch the floor. Shoulders on the floor. Lift the knees. Go ahead and roll to the left. Shoulders on the floor. And lift. Right. Palms facing down. That way you can maintain those arms completely straight and really work on controlling those shoulders and maintain them on the floor and keep going side to side. And right, lift those knees very close to the armpit. And left, use the core to lift the knees. Last two, right? And left. Nice job. Come back, remove the block and roll to the right side. Very good, everyone. Some of you are going to stay and sit down in Virasana with the block in between the inner ankles. I'm going to sit in Sukhasana because of my knee, right? And we're going to practice very quick Kalapati breath. So this type of pranayama is going to create heat within the body, within the mind, and maybe it's going to help us lose some tight tissues and muscles and ligaments. So we're going to inhale passively, right? And you're going to exhale very actively, right? And this is how it's going to sound. And then you're going to pause whenever you feel like you need to pause. So it's one inhale, exhale fast, inhale, exhale fast. And we're doing everything through the nose, okay? You can place the hands on your knees. You're going to feel the belly engaging, okay? You can close your eyes. You can send the chin to the chest. It's the first time we might have been practicing this. So take your time to learn the technique. It's okay if you don't get it today. Here we go. One more, everyone. Inhale deeply, lift those arms. Exhale through the nose. And again, inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale down. 3 more. One more. Right fingertips on the floor, lift the left arm and stretch. Nice job. Second side, left fingertips on the floor, lift to the right arm and stretch. Interlace the fingers on the back. Send the fist to the floor. Lift the chest, lift those arms, stretch the shoulders. Lift the right arm up, bend the elbow, hold the elbow with the left hand, reach the middle or the upper back with the hand. Second side, lift the left arm, bend the elbow, help with the right hand. Nice job. Extend the right leg forward, left foot on the inner thigh. Inhale deeply, lift those arms. Exhale, reach forward, fingertips on floor. Three more mindful breaths here. Very good. Go ahead and bring the left knee back with the heel very close to the glute. Go ahead and hug here, the knee and the shin bone to the chest. Try to sit very straight here, elongating through the crown of the head. Let's go ahead and twist. Hug the left shin bone with the right arm. Lift the left arm up and twist. Very good. Bring yourself up back here. Extend the left leg. Bend the right one. Open it up to the side. Foot against inner thigh. Inhale deeply through the nose. Lift those arms. Exhale. Go ahead and forward fold. Breathe through those tight areas. It could be behind your shin bone. It could be more the hamstring. It could be the glute, the lower back. So many things that we are stretching in this simple pose. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring now that right knee back, placing the heel very closer to the glute. Hug your shin bone here, hug your knee, and try to create more length along the spine. You're working on your breath. One more here. Nice job. Now hug that shin bone or knee with the left arm. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, twist. Nice job, everyone. Let's go ahead and come into Baddha Konasana. Feet together here. Trying to release those knees and shin bones to the floor. Working on the inner thighs. Sitting straight, rooting the hips to the pelvic floor. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling, forward folding. Go ahead and extend those arms in front of you. Place the fingertips on blocks or floor and keep pressing the sole of your feet together. Nice job, everyone. Let's go ahead and come into our hands and knees for some cat-cow poses. Maintain those hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Move slowly. Inhale, chest pulls forward. Open up the chest here. Go ahead and exhale and round. And whenever you're ready, inhale, chest pulls forward. Exhale, round. And then again. A couple more. Last one. Keep pressing through the hands and the knees, shin bones, top of your feet, toenails. And come back into neutral position. From here, send that right foot forward and in between your hands. Try to send all the way forward to the chest, the crown of the head, and get very deep within that right hip and left hip flexor. Very good. Use your blocks or not. Go ahead and reach it back and extend that right leg forward, peel the toes off the mat. Keep breathing through the back of that right leg. Very mindful movements. Very good. Now, before we come up, go ahead and place that back of foot diagonally, close to that right corner of your mat. And I want you to push yourself up and stretch the right side. You can place the fingertips on the floor. You can place the hand on the back of your knee. You can even place the hand on your lower back. I want you to stretch that right side of your body and start working a little bit on those twisting position and your back bend. Beautiful. Keep lifting the back of your heart all the way towards the ceiling. One more mindful breath. Slowly bring yourself back, bend that front knee, and place that right knee on the second side. Everyone, place that left foot forward. Now we're gonna hold here the pose and to stretch the right hip flexor, to elongate in this position the spine as much as we can, to get deep within that left hip. Nice job. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and begin to extend the front leg as you reach it back with the hips. And finally, heel the toes off the mat. Nice. 3 to 5 more breaths here. And whenever you're ready, let's start bending that back foot now to the left corner of the mat. Push yourself up and begin to back bend, to stretch, to open up the heart center. So this is like a mini preparation, right, for that beautiful pose, wild dog. Nice shot. And whenever you're ready, bring yourself back. Very good. Move your hands 6 to 12 inches. Curl the toes. Let's press it back into our first downward facing dog. Go ahead and bend one knee a lot, so much that you can feel the opposite heel reaching down the floor. A couple more, walking the dog here. Very good. Go ahead and micro-bend your knees and start walking your hands to meet your feet. Micro-bend the knees. Reach it forward through the chest and the crown of the head. Stretch and straighten those hamstrings. You can use some blocks under your hands. Now, you can lift your feet, place the palms up facing up under your feet. And the idea here of Padmasana is to work on the wrist. So the toes are in the crease of your wrist, pressing down as you elongate and extend those arms as much as you can. If this is not possible to do today, go ahead and place the hands right next to your feet on top of your blocks. And think about, again, stretching your wrist. If you are here with me, go ahead and keep working on the spine first. And then if you find more space, you can start working on straightening those legs, but you don't have to. I want you to work first on your spine, shoulders back and away from the ear. Three more mindful breaths. Very good. Hands on the floor, toes touch, heels are slightly separated. Begin to bend your knees. Knees are touching. Lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Go ahead and sink through the heels and your buttocks. Left hand on left thigh. Keep extending from the right hip bone all the way to the middle finger. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and begin to twist, placing now the elbow on the outside of that left thigh. Palms together. Push with the left hand, with the top of the hand, the bottom hand down, and work on twisting a little bit deeper. Send more weight to your buttocks. Take one more breath. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and forward fold. I want you to open up before we go to the second side. Your distance in between your feet, hip bone distance apart. Bend your knees and hug here your elbows. Relax the head. And I want you to start balancing from your heels to the front two corners of your foot. So it's not like you're coming into your tippy toes and you're going to fall forward. No, you're still pressing down. I just want you to send a little bit away forward and then back. Keep bending the knees and work on stretching more towards the glutes. One more mindful breath. Nice job. Hands to floor, big toes touch. One more time. Heels are slightly separated. Remember, in chair pose, we want to maintain the knees together. So go ahead and bend. Lift the arms, align them with the shoulders. Right hand on your thigh, press the thigh down, elongate the left side of your body. And now go ahead and twist. Squeeze the outer hips in. Take one more breath. Nice job, everyone. Forward fold. Walk your hands forward, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up from the inner thigh. Send the right knee to the chest and place the foot down in between your hands. Go ahead and release the back knee down. Inhale, rise. Anjani Asana. Hook your thumbs to here or interlace the fingers. If you're interlacing the fingers, palms are facing up. Go ahead and lean to the right side, stretch the left side of the body. Second side, come back and stretch the other side. Nice job. Place that right hand in the inside of that right foot on block or floor and twist to the left. Then the left arm to the back. Push yourself up through the front heel. Twist with both arms wide open. And now place the back hand on the back of your leg and reverse. Come back into neutral position. Right hand on thigh, left hand on floor. Lift the back leg up. Twist to the right. Place both hands on the floor. Step to plank, top of a push-up. Place the knees on the floor or not. Chaturanga all the way to the floor. Forearms on the floor. Hands pressing down. Elbows under shoulders. Push through the hands. Inhale, extend the arms. Slowly release the elbows down. And again, push through the hands. Lift the sternum and roll the shoulders back. Slowly to the floor. And 3, 2 more, 4. Last one. Stay here, everyone. Push through the heels of your hands. Arms are completely straight. You don't have to lift the head up, but I want you to lift the heart, the sternum, the chest up. Notice the pubic bone rooting down, those thighs, the knees, the shin bones, the top of your feet are on the floor. Now look down, chin to chest, and keep pressing through the heels of your palms. Working on the lower back. Yes, you are back bending, but I want you to keep lifting the pubic bone towards the navel so you're not putting too much pressure on the lower back. Take one more breath. Slowly release. Everyone, hands right next to your lower ribs. Inhale, cobra. Extend those arms completely. Maintain the knees on the floor. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and press the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. I want you to lift the heels completely and bend your knees so much that you can start noticing how the belly, the chest moves closer to those thighs. So elevate the heels. You're on your toes, not your tippy toes, but your toes. Press the back through the hips, back through the chest and belly. Breathe through the armpits, the upper body, the ribs, the waist. Whenever you're ready, everyone heels down to floor. Lift the left leg up. Send the left knee to the chest. Place the foot down in between your hands and back knee down. Inhale, right, second side. Anjani, yes. Again, interlace the fingers, hook your thumbs. Let's now lean to the left side. Come back, lean to the right. Come back, stand the hands to the back and lift through the chest. Nice job. Left hand down. Open up to the right. Maintain that tricep and knee together. Send the right arm back, capital T. Push through the front knee, heel, lift yourself up, move the shoulders away from each other. Inhale deeply. Exhale, reverse. Bring yourself back, everyone. Right hand to the floor, lift the back knee up, twist to the left. And to floor, step to plank, top of a push-up, chaturanga. Go ahead into upward facing dog, lifting the thighs, the knees, and the hips off the mat. And whenever you're ready, back to child's pose, everyone. I want you now to rock your hips side to side. Very good. Very good. Go ahead and come into a sitting position with your right hip down. Okay, so we're gonna keep preparing the body very quick for wild thing or reverse downward dog. Okay, so we're gonna now work on balancing on one arm, right? So right hand on the floor, spread those fingers wide, shoulder on top of your wrist. Bottom leg straight all the way to the back. Now the toes want to face and gaze the same direction as your gaze, as your eyes. So in this case, my toes are pointing the right side of my rib. Okay, I'm gonna lift my hip up and I'm gonna maintain that foot back. And I'm just gonna lift that left arm up, right? And this is kind of like what we're going to do when we come into this pose from downward dog. Now I want you to elevate the left heel off the floor and keep pushing through the right hand, stacking the shoulders on top of each other. Take one more breath. Beautiful. And slowly to the floor, right hip. Good. Second side. Left hip on the floor. Left hand on the floor, under the shoulder. Bottom leg, very important. The bottom leg is going to be very straight. The toes are going to be facing that side, as I told you already. But the outer edge of the foot is what's going to be touching the floor, not the whole foot. okay? Lift that right leg, right? The top leg is on the floor, on the back of that bottom leg. And then you're just gonna push the hips up, shoulders still on top of the hand. Lift the right arm up. And now you can elevate that back heel. Come into your toes. Yeah. Now tippy toes, your toes. And now try to face the ceiling with your chest. There you go. Keep pushing through the palm. 1, 2, slowly to the floor. Very good. Now we're going to put it all together, right? From downward facing dog. Here we go. Coming to downward facing dog. And we're going to start with the left, okay? Left leg. So lift the left leg up. Come into plank pose, everyone. Now bend that left leg. Turn to the right hand. Place the foot on the floor and come into the same pose we did, but now maybe a little bit higher. As you keep lifting the back of your heart, as you keep you lifting the lower back, and you try to reach the ceiling with the fingertips. Take 1, 2, hands to floor, everyone. Step to plank, chaturanga. Back bend. And downward dog. Lift the right leg up. Come into plank. Bend that right leg. Revolve the foot. Place the toes on the floor. And come into wild thing. Two. And hands to floor. Chaturanga. Your back bend. And back to child's pose or virasana. Extend that right arm forward. Palm facing back. Palm facing up, sorry. And with your left hand, start stretching. Sending the fingers to the back. Same thing with the left one. Now the opposite. Top of your hands touching, elbows down. Now a little bit deeper. Top of your hands, close to your armpits, elbows reaching down. Knees and hands to floor. Rotate the whole arm so your fingers can face your knees. If this is not possible today, the fingers can face the sides of your rib. Reach back. Don't lift the heels of your hands and reach forward. Bend the elbows a little bit, back and forth. Beautiful. Sit down again, circle, shake, open and shut, and relax. Let's go into Ustrasana, camel pose. I'm gonna go ahead and use my blocks, but if some of you want to use that bolster that we use it at the beginning of the class, you can place the bolster in between your calves and your hamstrings in this position, right? But just you know that there's so many ways to support this pose here. If you have your bolster, then now you have an extra block to place it in between your knees or thighs. If you're going for the thighs, you want to here a little bit up, right? If you're going for the knees, here. What is that? Well, we want to maintain the knees and the thighs away from each other and under your hip bones. Okay, so this will be like maintaining the correct alignment, hip bone distance apart. And because you have your bolster, then you can support with more props. If you don't have your bolster, then use your blocks right next to your calves. Wherever you are, hands on your lower back, fingertips facing down. You do not want to press the lower back forward, but actually down. So with the heel of your hands, go ahead and release the hips down as you lift the frontal hip bones and ribs up towards the sky. Elbows in, very important to maintain the elbows in. You don't have to add the head. The head can stay in neutral position. Keep lifting the back of the heart. And whenever you're ready, release the hands, touch your bolster or your blocks. Press through the knees, press the floor through the shin bones, the top of the feet, the front of your ankles. And keep lifting the back of your heart, everyone. Again, if you don't want to add the head, don't add it. But if you're going for it, it feels very good. Take one more breath. And palms to heart, sit down. We're going for one more. Okay, now that you use the bolster, maybe the first time okay, you know what? I need more support. I need something higher. Maybe I can place the blanket on top of my bolster because I'm right there. I'm not touching the bolster yet. And I want you to touch something. I want you to root through something. And then from there, lift the rest of the energy all the way towards the sky. If you don't want to use your props, go ahead and try to reach your heels. Why don't you want to use your props? Well, because it's maybe not challenging enough. Okay. So everyone starts in the same position with the hands on the lower back, fingers facing down. Create space. It's all about creating space for the spine to elongate as much as it can to back bend on the upper back and then to easily come into the full pose. Relax for a little bit. You really want to blend now the asana with the pranayama, the pratyahara. We draw off the senses and really concentrating in this pose. And whenever you're ready, release. I lost my balance. Very good, everyone. Let's go ahead and sit down. Let's place that hand on the outside of the ear and just pull very softly. Send the chin to the chest and the back of the head to the back. As you keep pulling very gently, chin to chest, back of the head to the back of your body. Second side. Nice job, everyone. Release. Let's go ahead and lay down on our backs. Grab your strap. Loop your strap. We're going to stretch the back of the neck again, okay? Just for a little bit. So loop your strap. Let's place one side of the strap around the bridge of your foot and place the other side in the back of the neck. I mean, it's not the neck actually. It's where the hair meets the neck, right? In that crease. And then if you don't feel much, and if you want to go a little bit further, you start closing the loop. I don't recommend it to close it too much, but it's up to you. Okay. And now extend the left leg and enjoy at least 10 breaths here. Very good. Let's go ahead and now place the left foot. Start with the right foot down on the floor first to straighten the opposite leg, the left leg, to really get and land into that position, and then go ahead. You can, with the hand, press the thigh forward, creating more space around the hip. Nice. And slowly go ahead and release, everyone. Windshield wiper. Happy baby. Knees to chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Relax the shoulders. And Shavasana, everyone. Corpse pose. Let go. So deepening out your breath. Circle your ankles, your wrists, both directions. You spread the toes so wide, extend your arms above your head, just stretch out here. And whenever you're ready, bend your knees, roll to the right side. And to finally push yourself up into a comfortable sitting position. Joining the palms together at the heart center. Closing the eyes. And let's collect an Om to seal our class. Inhale deeply through the nose. Om. Lower your chin. Namaste, everyone. Nice job, everyone. Very nice job. I hope to see you on Monday again. Hope you have a great weekend. And namaste. Bye bye.